Here's why Salman Khan's Sultan or Aamir Khan's Dangal cannot beat Prabhas Baahubali 2. Trade expert speaks. Many argue that Baahubali 2 managed to get a larger release than Salman Khan's Sultan or than Aamir Khan's Dangal. But that's not why Prabhas film won big at the bow. Bollywood Life has been trying to decode the stupendous success of SS Rajamouli's Baahubali 2. And with the insight our trade expert Akshay Reddy has given us, we have finally managed to answer some questions that have been on top of the audience's minds. Many argue that Baahubali 2 managed to get a larger release than Salman Khan's Sultan or than Aamir Khan's Dangal. Obviously, it's a natural question considering that the movie had a strong hold down south, a market that Bollywood often fails to tap. However, Akshay has managed to answer some of our doubts, and his reasoning proves that the number of screens is not the reason why Baahubali succeeded, but the reasons are several others. So, here's why Salman's Sultan and Aamir's Dangal failed to match up to Prabhas Baahubali 2 success. Wider release does not equal to 100% occupancy. Akshay, Sultan released in around 5,000 screens. But for many days could Sultan fill up the 5,000 screens? Not more than 3 days. Right? In fact, it had 3 days of 80% occupancy. On the other hand, Baahubali 2 maintained 90% plus occupancy in 8,000 screens for more than 4 days. So for people to say that we did not get enough screens, or for people to say that Rai's or Sultan or Dangal did not release in as many screens and so the collections are lower, is a bad argument. Akshay also adds, this is because business is never about the capacity, but about the occupancy. This, Baahubali 2, is a film that has filled up every single seat in the 8,000 cinemas, and no film till date has been able to do that. Sure, you can release a Dangal in 8,000 screens or Rai's or any other film. If it warrants that many seats and if it has so much anticipation around it, then why will filmmakers and exhibitors not screen it in that many cinemas? Obviously they will. Akshay reveals 5 reasons why Baahubali 2 was a mega hit. In the last many years, no filmmaker has been able to make a film as universal as Baahubali 2. The film has shattered all the boundaries, be it social, be it economical, be it regional or be it lingual. It is catering to all the audiences in the country. Be it the single screen, multiplex, rural, urban, big centers, small centers, everywhere, the films has performed well. And as I told you, nobody has been able to do that in a very long time, and we did it finally, which is now, and the results are for all to see. Now we know what kind of potential the India theatrical market has. So it's great news. If I had to pinpoint 5 reasons for the success of Baahubali 2, then the first would be the universal appeal of the film. Second is the fact that it has been crafted for the big screen. Baahubali 2 is a film that you can never enjoy on your iPads or on a TV at your house. It is a film where people don't mind paying to enjoy that big screen experience. Third is, of course, the huge expectation that was set by the first part, Baahubali, the beginning. The anticipation amongst the people after the first film about why Katappa killed Baahubali and to know the rest of the story, was insane. Fourth is the number of screens it could release in because of the huge demand for it. There has never been an Indian film that demanded, or a film which could fill up 8,000 cinemas. This is the first one that has done it. The fifth factor has to be the master, SS Rajamouli. He has been a name for a while now, and he has proved that he is a way bigger star than anyone else. If Rajamouli makes a film with Rajpal Yadav and Johnny Lever, it will still be a huge hit. That's how brilliant a storyteller he is. Bollywood paying a heavy price for its superstars. There should also be more focus on the production value and scripts. Till the day that the biggest expense is the stars' fees, we will never go ahead of the business we are doing. Prabhas for Baahubali has charged much lesser than what our stars charge for a film that does a lifetime collection of Rs 80-90 crore. Money has to be spent on production values, not on stars. It takes a superstar with mass appeal, local draw and huge opening to do this kind of business in Bollywood. These, hits like Baahubali 2, are the kind of films that revive the economy or in fact run the economy of the film industry. It is the responsibility of these superstars to give the industry these kind of films. It is not their responsibility to win the national award, but their responsibility is to deliver the turnover that the industry needs to survive. And they really need to figure it out soon. There is a reason why Tom Cruise and Robert Downey Jr. are the stars that they are. I don't feel Tom Cruise has done too many films that have got him an Oscar and all. The Mission Impossible franchise made him the star that he is. Dwayne Johnson is also the highest paid Hollywood star. Why? He doesn't do films for critical acclaim or awards. He does films purely for the box office, and not just for the US but the world over. Why don't we have someone from India, who has the guts and the brains and the skills to do it? I am not just talking actors, but filmmakers too. Niche versus Massey. India is a nation of 1.3 billion people. You cannot make a film for an audience that starts in Bandra and ends in Andheri. While we need to make the smaller films, while we need to make these cinema, we also need to look at the economy, and for the sake of the industry, we should make more universal cinema. A Fast and the Furious will not win an Oscar or will not get critical acclaim, but the reason why it becomes one of the biggest blockbusters in the world is because it caters to a more universal audience, and that is where our filmmakers need to be more gutsy, more creative, more open-minded about being able to make a product that can cater to as large an audience as possible. If you look at the biggest of our Bollywood filmmakers, they are, for whatever reason, getting more and more niche by the second, which is a bit sad. We have the filmmakers who have the potential to make such huge films like Kader Khan has shown it, Raju Rani has shown it. Karan Johar, Aditya Chopra, Suraj Barjatya are all people who have it in them, who have done it in the past and catered to as wide an audience across languages, across regional backgrounds, and I hope they go back to doing it once again. This movie, Baahubali 2, is an inspiration for each and every filmmaker who has it in him to cater to India, not just to Bombay or the Hindi or Tamil or Telugu or the Kannada audience. Like I said, all the top upcoming films should make their appeal as universal as possible to reach out to as wide an audience as possible without alienating them, courtesy the kind of content you serve them. That is the key to box office success in India. Baahubali 2 has broken all the barriers of language, religion, geography, demographics, social strata to cater to the Indian audience. It did not cater to just Bollywood or Tollywood or Mollywood or any other cinema. It was a film for India, and as long as you can do that, nothing can stop you, and that's what this film, Baahubali 2, proves. Well, more on Prabhas and Baahubali 2 success story in the third part of our series.